Celebrity Apprentice. I don't even want to talk about Trump. I just remember you said that when you went on the show, you basically were doing bits with somebody else.
Yeah.
That nobody was following. Who were you doing the bits with again?
Andrew Dice Clay was there. That's right. The first episode, and he got fired in the first episode. I got fired. I got fired in the third episode. And Rodman and
But you and Dice were like kind of doing your own show within the show, right?
Yeah, Dice is a very good friend of mine. We're very very close friends, and yeah, it was kind of like I didn't know he was going to be on the show.
Right.
I'd known for 6 months that I was going to be on the Celebrity Apprentice thing, and I was kind of planning how I was going to strategically win The Apprentice. Right. I was watching all the episodes, learning all the inner workings of how to win The Apprentice.
You're researching
George.
Yeah. What happened to George?
Yeah.
Trump's right-hand guy. Remember George?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, George was there.
Why didn't they hire him to be VP?
Yeah. I've been great. Because I think he's just a fictional character from television, just like his boss. But the American people hired his boss, though. Listen, I didn't know Dice was going to be on the show. He showed up, and all of a sudden, all my strategy got thrown out the window, and it was like, oh, we're just going to be goofing around now.
Who was the most annoying person on that show to you, personally?
Besides Donald Trump.
Besides DT.
See, the thing is, when I was on the show, I actually liked Donald Trump, even though he fired me and screamed at me and all that. That's the reason I did the show. I thought he was hilarious. I mean, I really do like.
Step into my office.
The show.
Fired.
It's funny to watch. Was that
Harlan
Williams?
Harlan.
My good friend. It's my good friend Harlan Williams.
He's hilarious.
Oh yeah, he's a very good friend of mine. Canadian.
Fellow Canadian.
Canadian. Yeah. So the most annoying person.
Did you get into it with Clint Black?
Well,
was that guy on the show with you?
Yeah,
I feel like I watched it back when you were on it.
We didn't get along. There was an alliance against me. There was a reality show alliance against me.
Who led that? Who led that?
What did you do to irritate
it was like
everyone?
Scott Hamilton, Clint Black, and Herschel Walker.
One of his personalities
had an alliance against me, and so they kind of ganged up on me.
Why? What did you do to upset them? Just being goofy and just goofing on the whole experience?
I wasn't really goofing on it. I think it's basically they just
lumped you in with Dice.
What actually happened, and I've thought a lot about this because it really matters to me, is that Dice and I, because when Dice showed up,
right,
all of a sudden it became, we got to make this funny. So
right.
We'd be goofing off, and we'd come up with all these sort of weird little things we were doing to confuse everybody. Then he got fired, and I was left.
You're on Bit Island by yourself.
I had sort of aligned with Dice.
Right.
Everyone else aligned against me and Dice because we were clearly goofing around. And my whole strategy was now out the window. I was the guy that was goofing around in the first episode. So they all were real serious. You know? They really wanted to impress.
Job.
They wanted to impress Donald Trump. They wanted to get hired as the Celebrity Apprentice. So they saw that I was sort of joking around, and I think they decided to form an alliance against me and get me fired.
Are you close with the Jackass guys? I know we've asked you about this before, but I always felt like, they're just doing Tom Green bits.
Yeah, I know.
This is what Tom did.
Yeah, I know those guys. I wouldn't say I'm super close, but I mean I'm friends with Steve-O.
Right.
Steve-O and I have done some shows together in Vegas.
He's actually a super nice guy. We've met him in a couple times.
Yeah,
Great guy.
Really nice guy. Really, he's touring all around the world himself and doing shows. And then Johnny Knoxville, I run into him every once in a while. We always have a drink together or something.
Blowing up, way beyond even the MTV show, I think maybe it's fair to say. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, the movies.
Yeah, right. I mean, was that making you nutty? Because you're like, they're doing my bit.
I mean, it occurred to me that they were doing the exact same thing.
Right.
It's called taking a bite.
Like when Bam was painting his parents' house or putting animals in the house, I was going, hey, I painted my parents' house and put animals in my house. So it occurred to me that it was identical. But, you kind of, I was also very busy. I was making movies, and I wasn't like I was sitting around on my hands wishing I had a job or something. So in a way you kind of look at it like, oh, well, that's, I guess, kind of cool that, like I was inspired by Letterman, right? Like
Okay.
Letterman was yelling out of his office tower with a megaphone. I would go out in the street with a megaphone, so I guess I was kind of copying Letterman.
Okay,
and so,
right.
So
And now there are a million guys who do that, by the way.
Yeah,
all over.
Yeah, so I kind of looked at it like, okay, I mean, there were times for sure. I mean, where I'm not going to lie to you, where it was like the shot for shot exact same bit. Oh, he's got he's got a cast on his arm, and he's down on crutches, and he's falling on the ground. That was my favorite bits,
Yeah.
So I kind of
Did
felt
you ever
a little
do a duty
violated
on a
there.
toilet, like at a hardware store? Did you ever do that, or is that just the Jackass guys?
No, that was actually Howie Mandel did that on his prank show. So see, there's so many
Which still slays me.
Yeah,
You go into a store and
Yeah.
you just use the toilet that's connected to nothing.
I believe.
Out
You know, and at the end of the day, look, I mean, I was inspired by Candid Camera, right? So
Sure.
I was pranks. It's not like, I invented pranks.